Did you discuss the Germany attack perpetrator? I legitimately feel that he did it as to disable Saudi refugees from seeking asylum. I got a message from a Saudi refugee friend of mine who's legitimately concerned about what could happen in terms of their social circles and their overall future. I don't know. I mean, his motivations are that he's fucking insane. That's number one. Number two, it's actually a really interesting situation. I covered it extensively on my last YouTube video, if you guys want to go watch it, where, you know, the reality of the matter is, immediately as soon as this happened, they were like, oh, it's Islamic terror because it's a Christmas market and a lot of people are racist. So they immediately were like, oh, this is yet another jihadi Islamic terror. This is what happens when you bring in Muslims into your country. All of this stuff, right? Immediately, all the AFD accounts were chirping. Okay? All of the AFD accounts on German Twitter and everyone that like loves the international fascist collaboration was going crazy over it, being like, oh, this is yet another Islamist attack, blah, blah, blah. Now, the interesting predicament here is that when he was arrested, they very quickly revealed his identity. And it turns out he was not only just like a random dude, he was actually a somewhat famous person in these right-wing circles. So every single person that actually tweeted this shit, it turns out the guy who did the attack was a fan of. Like Geert Wilders. He said, they hate us, they despise our values, they kill us and our children. We have to stand up with perseverance and vigor. No more, never again. This is our land, our freedom, our life, and we'll defend it and never surrender. Join me and we will win. We will win. Yeah. Not only is the guy an AFD supporter, he's to the right of the AFD. He is the suspect is obsessed with the idea of like Islamic jihad happening in the Western world. He is a Saudi doctor that came to Germany in 2006. He had called Geert Wilders his hero. I genuinely think Elon is suppressing these tweets, by the way. Part of the reason why is because he's also a fan of Elon Musk. She didn't back down from the hijab police from the Iranian mullah. She is a true hero, and Islam is incompatible with freedom and respect for women. The person's name is Talib al-Abdul Mohsen. He replied to Geert Wilders not that long ago, you are the true hero. His account immediately got suspended. Very interesting, considering he was also a Tommy Robinson fan. Admin post. Here come the empty words of European leaders. Macron says he's shocked by the latest Islamic attack on European soil by those who's welcomed by the same disgraced lot. He's overseen double-figure Islamic terror attacks on the French people, mass deportations. Tommy Robinson is literally in prison, but earlier tonight his social media team attributed the terror attack in Magdeburg to Islamists and called for mass deportations. It now appears that the perpetrator was actually one of Tommy's internet friends. Every single one of these right-wing fucking pieces of shit literally were immediately, once they realized who the account belonged to, who the perpetrator was, started trying to mass unfollow in real time. He went from when I first looked at his account, like the moment that his name was revealed, I looked at his account, he had like 48,000 followers. That's not a small fucking account. In a couple hours, it went down to 44,000 followers. I suspect a lot of people realized that maybe they were fucking friendly with this account, or maybe they had interacted with this account. I have if they haven't taken it down yet, I don't know, but in my YouTube video, I watched him talk to some fucking right-wing Rumble guy. Okay? Now, it's really interesting. It's really, really interesting that this guy was a prolific tweeter. Oh, yeah, his account is back up. Okay. He was a prolific tweeter. He did not hide his perspective. As a matter of fact, not only did he not hide his perspective, but he is one of those guys. Okay? He is one of those guys. You know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. One of those fucking rabid right-wing fascists. One of those rabid right-wing fascists that is replying to all these other fascists as well online that routinely collaborated with other fascists online, and he was obsessed with the idea that Muslims were coming to the West to do jihad to ruin the West. Okay, him being Saudi does not change that reality. He is one of these militant ex-Muslim type of guys that thinks that they have found a space in the Western world by just like consistently fucking shitting on Arabs and claiming that Arabs are trying to like make Germany a Sharia country or whatever the fuck. Okay? And not only that, but also he was incredibly pro-Israel. Okay? He was also aligned with a lot of these other fucking rabid Islamophobic accounts, and he made content with them regularly.